let us study the quadratic equation. What do you mean by quadratic equation? When the index of a variable in equation is 2, then it is called as a quadratic equation. If example given is x square plus x square minus 15x plus 54 equal to 0. Then in this equation we can see x is the variable and its index is 2. That means it is quadratic equation. Now what do you mean by to solve the quadratic equation? Solving quadratic equation means finding a value of that variable such that when we put that value in this variable, then we get 0. That means both sides equal. So finding the value of that variable which satisfies this equation means solving this quadratic equation. We can put different values of x in this equation and find whether it is correct or not. But it is very tiresome and taking much time. So we have different types of different methods to solve this. Today we are seeing the factorization method. How to factorize this equation. For factorization, we have to look at the third term. The third term is 54. Then we have to find out such factors that multiplication of those factors is 54 and addition, as the third term has sign positive, addition of those two factors should be equal to the coefficient of middle term. That means we should find factors of 54 such that their addition should come 15. Let us take them as 9 and 6. Addition of 9 and 6 is 50. Now what should be the sign of these two? The sign of these two should be same because we are going to add them. That means they both have the same sign. Same sign which is the sign is in middle term. So 9 must have the sign minus and 6 also must have the sign minus. So that we can add them and get minus 15 here. So we will write x square minus 9x minus 6x plus 54 equal to 0. Here we have made 2 terms out of the middle term. Now we have 4 terms now. We have to make group of 2 terms. First 2 terms, last 2 terms. We know product of 54, product of 9 and 6 is 54. So we can write x square minus 9x minus 6x plus 9 into 6 equal to 0. Again group of 2 terms. From first 2 terms we can take x as a common factor. So we get x in bracket. Here x square is there. We have taken x common. So only x is remaining. So x minus, from here we have taken x common, minus 9 remains. Here we will take minus 6 common. So here x remains. As we have taken minus sign outside, this sign changes because after multiplication it should come positive. So we have to take negative sign here. So it becomes minus and 9 remains equal to 0. Now you can see x minus 9 is a common term in both. So we take the x minus 9 as common. What remains here is x. What remains here is minus 6 equal to 0. Now we can know that any of this term should be 0 so that the product is 0. For getting product 0, we have to find out which term is 0. Maybe x minus 0 or x minus 6 equal to 0. If x minus 9 is equal to 0, then we have to add 9 on both sides and we will get x equal to plus 9. If x minus 6 equal to 0, then we have to add 6 on both sides and we get x equal to 6. This shows that any of this value, that means x may be equal to 9 or x may be equal to 6. These two values of this variable x in this equation are satisfying the equation. So the answer of this quadratic equation is x equal to 6 and x equal to 6 and x equal to 9. In this equation we have got the positive third term. If the third term has sign negative, let us take x square plus x minus 20 equal to 0. In this quadratic equation, the third term has minus sign, the middle term has plus sign. It has coefficient 1. Nothing is there, that means there is 1, coefficient 1. So, last term is 20 and it has minus sign. So, we have to find two factors of 20 such that their product should be 20 and their subtraction should be 1. 5 and 4 are two factors. Product of 5 and 4 is 20. Now, subtraction of them is 1. What should be the sign of 5 and sign of 4 now? As we know, middle term consists of plus one sign. That means the greater one must have plus sign, and as we are going to subtract, that means the smaller one must get the sign which is opposite to greater one. So it must be minus. That means we should write x square plus 5x, and which is opposite sign? Minus. So it is minus x, minus 4x, and minus 20 equal to 0. That means we are getting 5x and minus 4x from this 1x. And now there are 4 terms. We have to make group of 2 terms. Now from these 2 terms, we are getting x common. As it is x square, x is taken common, remains x here, plus x is taken common, so it is 5. Minus sign is taken common, minus, as we know 20 is the product of 5 and 4. We can take 4 common. X remains. As minus sign is taken outside, we have to change this sign so that product should be minus. So we take plus, and 4 is taken common, so here it will come 5 equal to 0. Now x plus 5 we should take common. Here x remains. Here minus 4 equal to 0. This shows that whether x plus 5 should be 0 or x minus 4 should be 0 to solve this equation. So x plus 5 equal to 0 or x minus 4 equal to 0. If x plus 5 equal to 0, we have to subtract 5 from both sides. So x is equal to minus 5. And for x minus 4 equal to 0, we have to add 4 on both sides. So we will get x equal to 4. That means whether x should have the value minus 5 or 4 to satisfy this equation. So solution of this equation, this quadratic equation, is minus 5 and 4. In these 2 examples, we have seen that the coefficient of square term is 1. But if we have something which is coefficient of square term, how we can solve this? Let us take 2y square plus 27y plus 13 equal to 0. Here we have 2 as coefficient of square term. Now we have to take product of coefficient of square term and the third term to find out the product. That means 2 into 13, that is 26. We have to find out two such factors that their product must be 26 and their addition must be 27. So we naturally know 26 into 1 is 26 and 26 plus 1 is 27. So we get 2y square plus 26y plus 1y, as both the signs, as we are going to add them, both the signs are same. 26y plus 1y plus 13 equal to 0. 2y square. 26 is product of 13 and 2. So we can write 13 into 2y plus 1y plus 13 equal to 0. Now there are 4 terms. We will make group of 2 terms. 2y should be taken common. As 2y are taken common, only y remains here. Plus 2y is taken common, so 13 remains. In this only 1 is common because 13 can be written as 13 into 1. So 1 is taken common, y plus 13 equal to 0. Now here we can see y plus 13 is common bracket. So y plus 13 is taken common. In another bracket we will have 2y plus 1 equal to 0. Now y plus 13 must be equal to 0 or 2y plus 1 equal to 0. Now if y plus 13 equal to 0, we have to subtract 13 from both sides. So y will be equal to minus 13. And as 2y plus 1 equal to 0, we have to subtract 1 from both sides. So 2y equal to minus 1. And as 2, we have to divide both sides by 2. We will get y equal to minus 1 upon 2. That means two values, y equal to minus 13 or y equal to minus 1 upon 2 are the solution of this equation. Now let us take another example also. Under root 2 x square plus 7x plus 5 under root 2 equal to 0. We don't have to worry about the under root 2 here. They are the coefficients. So it is the quadratic equation. Now we have to find product of the coefficient of x square and third term. That is 5 root 2 into root 2. That means 5 into root 2 into root 2. That means root 2 square. That means 2. So 5 into 2. 5 into 2 is 10. And we have to find the factors of 10 such that their addition should be 7. And 5 and 2 are the product of 5 and 2 are the same factors. So we will take them. Under root 2 x square plus 5x plus 2x plus 5 under root 2 equal to 0. Here under root 2 x square plus 5x plus, we know 2 is the product of under root 2 into under root 2. So under root 2 into under root 2 x plus 5 root 2 equal to 0. There are 4 terms. Then again make the group of 2 terms. Now what is common here? Only x. So take out it common. x is taken common. Here remains under root 2x plus x is taken common. So here remains 5 plus what is common here? Under root 2. So under root 2 in bracket root 2x plus root 2 is taken common. So 5 remains here equal to 0. Now root 2x plus 5 and x plus root 2 equal to 0 are two brackets, and product of these two brackets should be 0. That means either root 2x plus 5 equal to 0 or x plus root 2 equal to 0. If root 2x plus 5 equal to 0, then we have to subtract first 5 from both sides. We will get root 2x equal to minus 5. Divide both sides by root 2. We will get x equal to minus 5 upon root 2. Or if x plus root 2 equal to 0, then we have to subtract root 2 from both sides, and therefore x will be equal to minus root 2. And in this way, we have found the value of variable x to satisfy the given equation.